Yes, so we have seen about linear convolution, and now we are going to see how to solve problems on linear convolution. So there are generally two ways of solving problems on linear convolution. One is by using expression method, second one is by using graphical method. Okay, we are going to see only formulation method. By based on formula we are going to see how we are going to do problems on linear convolution. Okay, so linear convolution is a convolving of signals of unequal lengths. That means not like circular convolution, we don't need the signals to be equal length. Okay, so the process of linear convolution involves in 4 steps. First one is folding, second one is shifting the signal, third one is multiplication, fourth one is addition. Okay, generally we will be having two signals, x of n and h of n. H of n is the system sequence and x of n is the input excitation. So this x of n and h of n, we are taking h of n here because we are not going to do any modifications to our input to find the exact output. So we are taking h of n signal. For that h of n signal we are going to fold the signal, that means reversing the signal. H of minus k will come. See whether h of n or h of k, it is okay because we are just changing the variable here. And then we have to shift the h of minus k signal by n times. So shifting the signal by n times results in h of n minus k, and multiplication x of k, original signal, x of input signal x of k into this shifted system function h of k, and then finally addition. This yields our formula for linear convolution. Y of n is equal to summation k equal to 0 to n minus 1 x of k into h of n minus k. Sometimes the limits will be from minus infinite to infinite, but we are in discrete domain, we are dealing with discrete problems, we have to represent as 0 to n minus 1. Okay, these are the 4 basic steps: folding, shifting, multiplication and addition. This is the process of linear convolution. How linear convolution is formed means because of these 4 steps. Now we move into how to do problems on this linear convolution. The process of linear convolution involves in following steps. First we have to find the length of convolved signal. Final resultant signal length we have to find out, that is n is equal to n1 plus n2 minus 1. We know that n1 is length of x of n input signal and n2 is length of h of n, and we have to write the formula for convolution. Y of n equal to summation k equal to 0 to n minus 1 x of k into h of n minus k. Third one is analysis of data and calculation. Fourth one is finding result. Okay, so step by step we are going to see how we are going to solve the problems on linear convolution. So this is the question given: find the response of system if impulse response of the LTI system h of n equal to 1, 2, 4 and x of n is equal to 1, 2. So if you observe here, h of n and x of n lengths are different. Solution: step 1, we have to find out length capital N, that means length of convolved signal. So let length of h of n be n1, that is 3, 1, 2, 4. So 3 samples. Length of x of n, n2 is 2 samples. So length of y of n equal to n1 plus n2 minus 1. 5 minus 1, 4. So in y of n there are 4 samples, there will be 4 samples. So it is clear that y of n is having 4 samples and the starting sample is 0th sample. Always we will take from 0 only. Y of n equal to y of 0, y of 1, y of 2, y of 3. So we have to find out this y of 0, y of 1, y of 2 and y of 3. So second step, formula for linear convolution. We have to write formula y of n equal to summation k equal to 0 to n minus 1 x of k into h of n minus k. Step 3, analysis of input data. So given x of n is equal to 1 comma 2. So from this input we have to write 0th sample. X of 0 is 1, x of 1 is 2. Next, h of n we have LTI system response, we have h of n equal to 1 comma 2 comma 4. So this is 0th sample, first sample, second sample. H of 0 1, h of 1 2, h of 2 4. This is step 3. Now step 4 is finding y of n. As discussed in step 1, we have to find out y of 0, y of 1, y of 2, y of 3. Okay, now that can be done in our fourth step, finding y of n. Y of 0 is equal to simply substituting the value of n as 0 here. Y of 0 equal to summation k equal to 0 to 3. N we have n1 plus n2 minus 1, that is 4. So here the length will be 0 to 3. Have to substitute for each and every value of k. First for k is equal to 0, x of 0 into h of 0 plus x of 1 into h of minus 1. Next, x of 2, h of minus 2. See, x of 2 doesn't exist. We are having only samples 2, x of 0 and x of 1. So, only valid sample here is x of 0 and h of 0. H of minus 1 doesn't exist. So, this term doesn't exist. Simply we will strike it off. So, y of 0, by substituting those values x of 0 and h of 0, y of 0 will be 1. Okay, from where we got these values means from step 3, x of 0 1, h of 0 1. Next, y of 1, same, by substituting n is equal to 1 here, we have to find out the y of 1 value. Y of 1 equal to x of 0 into h of 1 plus x of 2 into h of 0 plus x of 2 into h of minus 1, like that it will come. Anyways, x of 2 doesn't exist, only these two samples are valid. So, x of 0 into h of 1, x of 1 into h of 0. 1 into 2 plus 2 into 1, 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. This is y of 2. Y of 2 equal to summation k equal to 0 to 3, x of k, h of 2 minus k. So, if you substitute n is equal to 2 here, we can get y of 2. X of 0 into h of 2 plus x of 1 into h of 1. We have a h of 2 also. So, if you substitute 1 into 4 plus 2 into 4, 4 plus 4, the value will be 8. Like that, y of 3 is equal to, if we substitute n is equal to 3 here, the formula will come, and then from k equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, you have to substitute in this formula, and then you have to expand this summation. Okay. So, y x equal to 0, h of 3, x of 0, h of 3, h of 3 doesn't exist. So, simply this sample is not valid. So, we are striking it off, plus x of 1 into h of 2. So, 2 into 4, 8. So, if you consider next sample here, x of 2 will come, where x of 2 is not defined. Okay. So, finally, representation of result. Hence, the convolution x of n equal to 1 comma 2 and h of n equal to 1 comma 2 comma 4 is 1 comma 4 comma 8 comma 8. Okay. This is the way to do linear convolution problems. Okay. So, and finally, the result has to be represented in graphical way also. Okay, that I am not going to show you here. You have to draw discrete signals there. So, first one time I just want to recall all the process now. Okay, so there will be 4 steps to form a linear convolution. One is folding, shifting, multiplication and addition. and 4 steps will be, first step will be finding length, total length n, and formula for convolution, analysis of given data, and finding the result. So first you have to consider n1 and n2. You can take length of x of n as n1, length of h of n as n2, that's our choice. Okay, so finally length of y of n. So depending upon this length, we know how many samples have to be there and how many samples to be calculated from 0th sample. So and then formula, if you substitute n 0, 1, 2, 3 in the place of n, the corresponding formulas will form. Okay, for 0th sample, first sample, second sample, and third sample. Analysis of input data. They have given x of n and h of n. So we have to analyze the data here by writing elaborately like this: x of 0, 0th sample value is 1, first sample value is 2. Alage h of 0th sample is 1, first sample is 2, second sample value is 4. Like that you have to analyze the data. Next, step 4 is finding y of n. So in y of n, from step 1 it is clear that there will be 4 samples: y of 0, y of 1, y of 2, y of 3. So first sample we have to find out y of 0 simply by substituting n equal to 0 here. Okay, in n equal to 0 here, and then by substituting k equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, and then expanding this summation. Okay, at the same time we are expanding the summation by substituting k equal to 0, 1, 2, 3. So only valid terms will get valued, and then they will get multiplied. If there are more terms, then they will get added. Finally the result will come. The same process for y of 1, n is replaced with 1, n is replaced with 2 for y of 2, n is replaced with 3 for y of 3. Okay, and finally here you have to represent result like this, and then you also have to represent result in graphical way also. Okay, in this way we have to solve our linear convolution problems.